Hello, my lovely little coffee beans. My name is Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting my birthday week reading vlog. Hello. I was just sitting down to edit the vlog you are about to watch, and I realized that I never really did a proper intro to the video. Even in my last video, I did not say my normal intro. I didn't want that to be the case 2 videos in a row. So here I am. Back to past me. Roll a clip. Hello and welcome to my car. It is my birthday week. My birthday is on Friday, it is Monday, and each day this week I wanted to make it a point to do something for myself every day of this week. So I asked you guys on Instagram what besides reading you guys do for self-care purposes. Well, thank you so much for submitting all your responses, and I'm going to take one of those into account each day and try to practice self-care in one of those ways from one of your suggestions. Today, I haven't really decided exactly what I want to do for self-care, but I will decide once I get off of work. Work is going okay. I'm trying to have a more positive outlook this week. I mean, honestly, I've been really in a bad headspace these past couple of weeks because of, you know, a lot of personal life stuff, and I don't really know how much of that I want to share, but that's another reason why I wanted to do self-care leading up to my birthday, to try to make myself excited to turn 24. I'm turning 24 on Friday, if you didn't know, and 24 is my favorite number, so 24 should be my year. But so far, and leading up to it, I don't think it's gonna be my year, but I'm trying to have a more positive outlook. I'm trying to look on the bright side of things. So this week I'm really going to focus on doing things for myself and trying to make myself feel better, look forward to future goals and endeavors that I should plan out for myself. The future starts now, you know what I mean? There's a spider on my car. I thought it was inside for a second. I got kind of like, ooh. But yeah, I am currently reading, I can't remember the name of it, The Finish Line, which is the 3rd book in the Ravenhood trilogy. Don't really know why this book exists, to be quite honest. After the 2nd book, I was like, okay, everything is kind of wrapped up nicely. Why is there a 3rd book? And also, why is it the same length as the 2nd one, which is 400 plus pages? I was kind of expecting it to just be like a little novella, you know? And then I saw that it's literally the same length as Exodus, the 2nd book. And I'm like, but why though? I'm almost done with it. I'm more than halfway through. I don't know exactly. I'm listening to the audiobook. I have an hour and a half left at the speed I'm listening to it with. However you say that. I think the highest rating it's gonna get is a 3, but even that is being a little optimistic. I just really don't know why it was written, to be quite honest. It just doesn't make any sense. And I can't even go into any detail. I can't even share characters. I can't even share any of that stuff because it would be a huge spoiler for even the 1st book. I just don't know why it exists, and hopefully I'll figure that out within the next hour and 30 minutes of the audiobook. Trying to be optimistic. Anyways, I've been rambling for way too long. I'm going to eat my lunch now, and I will get back to you guys once I am off work. Okay, hello, update. I thought I was gonna get off work, everything was gonna be fine, and then I was reminded that I need to go get my emission and get my new tag for my car. Well, I have to get my emission to be able to get a new tag, so I have to go do that right now. I have to do that today because I have to have it by Friday. Being an adult sucks, honestly. It really does. This isn't gonna be fun, I'm already stressed. After I do that, I'm gonna decide what I wanna do for my active self-care. I'm gonna look through the responses and pick which one I can swing best today. have my coffee. I'm home from work. I'm home from getting my admissions, getting my tag, and I also, as you saw, went to Michael's. I got a cute little unicorn diamond painting. I don't know if this brand is a good brand or not. This was all that they had, but I'm so excited to try it out. So that is what we are going to embark upon today for self-care. I'm probably gonna light a candle. I have about an hour left of, why can I never think of the name? The Finish Line. I didn't end up listening to any more of it while I was at work. I listened to music instead. And then I listened to about 30 minutes of it on my commute because I was switching back and forth between that and listening to music. It was a whole thing. I'm still not loving it, but I have like an hour left, an hour and 2 minutes I think specifically left. So while I diamond paint, which I have been wanting to try for a while, so I'm kind of glad that Darian suggested this. I'm going to listen to my audiobook, and that is going to be my self-care for today. I'll either check in with you after I finish my book or once I've made some progress in my cute little diamond painting. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Let's get painting.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Bruh, it does not take a lot for a book to get me to cry, apparently.
As you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday.
So I finished The Finish Line, and you saw that I cried, but I think I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna think on it a little bit. It's either a 2 or a 3 because still I'm like, okay, why did it exist? Because the second book, like, it could have just been left at that. I was angry at book 2 as well because the second half of it just seemed to be unnecessary for reasons. I'm just gonna continue to be vague about all of this. I mean, they were enjoyable enough. The first one's good, the second one less good, the third one trash. I mean, I would still recommend at least the first one. I've made some progress on my little unicorn. I put a lot of the white on there and the hearts are pretty done. Coming along nicely, and it is very therapeutic and relaxing, so I'm having a great time only focusing on this. Well, and the audiobook I was listening to, but it's a nice little time. I'm sure I will do this again.
As you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Beyond the privacy screen that covers the entrance door, no. You would really leave? Josie asks again after a moment.
I am not familiar with human mating customs, I tell her. I rub my chest, barely covered by my thin leather vest. I did wash it for you, though. She gives a small, nervous laugh. That's a start. She's dressed in a simple leather dress that goes to her calves and is edged with white fur, and wears leggings underneath. Her body is covered from head to toe, even
Hello. It is, let me turn the air off. It is Tuesday. I don't think I've filmed a clip yet today. It is 1 p.m. and I'm getting off work early. It's like really slow during this type of season. They're gonna be cutting people every single day, which is really annoying. So tomorrow, I mean, I asked my manager, are you gonna ask Because this morning, let me just back up. So this morning, when we were all, you know, showing up for our shift, my manager asked, hey, before we start, does anyone want to go home? 6 or 7 people raised their hands, and then he just let them go right off the bat because we didn't need that many people to do the amount of work that we have. And he said it's going to be like that the rest of the week and da-da-da-da-da. I'm turning red a second because it's so freaking hot in here. I need to turn the AC on. I'm sorry. Whew. Okay. So I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yikes. I asked him, is the same thing gonna happen tomorrow? Because it's a long commute for me to come here, so it's just not worth it for me to show up for work and then go home as soon as I get here. So I asked him once we started, are you gonna do the same thing tomorrow where you ask if anyone wants to go home? And he said, yeah, probably. And so I said, well, I volunteer for tomorrow. And he's like, okay. So I'm not going in to work tomorrow. That's fun for me. And my mom did say that she has a few things that I could help her with at her job, so I think I'll probably just do that tomorrow instead. So I'm still working, it's just not where I work. Without further ado, my self-care for the day. It's new book release Tuesday. Therefore, I think you can tell what's coming next. I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble. One book that I know came out today is Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. So that's the only one I'm really going in to get, but I'm gonna browse around and see if there's anything else. I'm gonna limit myself to 3 books because, you know, books at Barnes & Noble, like, they're pretty pricey. And your girl hasn't been making that much money recently, but we're gonna be grinding and trying to figure that out next week because I don't want to think about that right now because it'll get me upset. I'm limiting myself to 3 books and hopefully Insomnia is there and I can get it, and let's just see what else I end up with. I'm so Hello, I'm home. I put on a little bit of makeup, if you can tell, and I got some books. Yes, it's self-care. Yes, it made me feel better, but going to check out and seeing that price, I was like, who is this helping? Because it's not helping my bank account. But it did make me really excited. Like, being able to just shop around and whatever was very therapeutic. I haven't done that in a while. Actually going to a Barnes & Noble. I usually just buy my books online because they're cheaper. Because they're cheaper. Not for any other reason. I don't want to support bad companies. You get it. You get it. Okay. Let me just get into what I bought. If you remember from like the last clip, I tried to get some clips of me in Barnes & Noble, but you know, I'm very awkward in public and just in general. But you will remember me saying before I went in that my goal was to get 3 books. That was my cap. But then I also said the book I was going in for was Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. So I don't think it's breaking the rules that I got 4 books because one of them is Insomnia, spoiler alert, and the other 3 are 3. You know, I don't have to include the one I went in for in my 3. That's how I'm justifying it to myself anyways. But let's just get into it. Insomnia by Sarah Pinborough. It's so stunning in person. Like, I like this color combo anyways. I thought it was really stunning when I saw it online, but in person, a moment. And then I bought 3 books that I've heard of one of them, but I hadn't heard of the other 2. I kind of just got them on a whim. The one I had heard of and I previously requested an ARC for on NetGalley but got declined was The Caretakers by Amanda Bester-Siegel. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's basically just like set in Paris. It's a murder mystery type of situation. It kind of reminds me of Lock Every Door by Ruth Ware because they think that the caretaker is the one who, you know, killed the child, or like the child died on their watch, so like it's their fault kind of thing. And it's just like centered around a bunch of different moms who live around the area. This cover is literally just everything. Like, I love the vibes of this. It does have deckled edges, which isn't my favorite, but you know, the rain, all the vibes. I just wanted it. We have Night Shift by Kiara Kiara Ladner. I just got it because it kind of reminded me of the vibes of My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which I didn't love, but it's very eye-catching, and so I just went over to it and I read the synopsis. It's about this girl who becomes obsessed with one of her co-workers, and she wants to work the night shift so she can be closer to this co-worker, and then it's just kind of an obsessive sort of situation that comes out of that, so we love that. And then the last book I got is also one I've never heard of, and that's Notes on an Execution by Danya. Don't want to say it incorrectly, so I'm just going to show you, but I just saw this. It was near night shift, so I guess it's written from the point of view of a serial killer who's on death row. I think there are multiple points of view, but one of them is the man who is on death row for, you know, killing them people. I'm willing to give it a try. But yeah, I would say it's a pretty good haul. I got 4 books. So I'm happy. I have my live show in a few hours with Catherine and Em, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna read during that, because today I was listening to Barbarian's Prize this morning on my commute to work, and I got about 25% in, I think. But I don't want to be listening to an audiobook on the sprints tonight. I think I want to read something physically, but I'm not sure what that is gonna be yet, so I guess I'll let you know when I know. Goodbye. So mysterious. Who's that girl behind that book? Who's that girl reading that book? I wonder what she's reading. That's what the people are saying. And by people I mean nobody. But anyway, I'm on sprints right now and I simply cannot decide on a book to save my life. I've been flipping back and forth between a bunch of books. I started The Never King. I got 20% into that. Also, I probably should have waited till after because you can definitely hear the ambiance. So I will update you once the sprints are over. Hello, I have not updated since my live show last night before my reading sprints with Em and Catherine, and those were so freaking fun. We laughed so hard. It was so much fun. And it, of course, had to be ended in chaos. My power went out and then I cut out of the live show. Like, it kept kicking me out and it wouldn't let me get back in, and then all I could see was just a black screen whenever I came back. But they were still live apparently. Like, I went back on YouTube and I watched it and they were still fine, but it was just me that was either there and frozen and couldn't do anything, or I just wasn't there at all. So as soon as I had 1 ounce of signal, I just ended the broadcast, like, abruptly, and I felt kind of bad about it, but I was like, I cannot risk this going on forever, because if you're a host of sprints, like a stream or anything like that, you are the one that has to end the broadcast. Like, nobody else can end it, so it would just go on forever if I wouldn't have been able to end the broadcast. It would have just kept going. I went back and I rewatched, like, the part where I started to cut, like, my power cut off, and it was freaking funny because they took over and they're like, it's my channel now. But it was so much fun. We'll have to do it again sometime. I am at my mom's office ready to work for her today, and I've got my Trenta coffee. Also, I gotta say, I just want to put out there, if you're gonna have 6 shots of espresso, have them spaced out, you know? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with having 6 shots of espresso. Like, I honestly don't, because I have multiple shots of espresso on the reg. But this is just your friendly reminder to not drink 6 shots of espresso back to back. Like, I had 3 in one drink, 3 in another. I had both of those drinks back to back and had them past 5 p.m. Like, that was not a smart decision on my part, and I apologize to my body for that. It wanted to be awake and I was like, it's time for bed. But either way, I digress. I have this. I would have gotten my brown sugar shaken espresso with oat milk. I don't even know what order you say it in. I always have to read it off of the menu when I pull up to the drive-thru. I just got my usual, my tried and true cold brew with soy milk and vanilla, because 0 shots of espresso. You know, you feel the vibes. But today I'm just going to be working for my mom. It's the phone ringing for me. You would think this is an office. I'm going to be working for my mom today, and tonight is family night. Regardless, it is Wednesday, so fuck. I'm gonna see if there's anything on my little answer box thing, what you guys do for self-care. Maybe like a face mask or something. That'd be pretty cute. Or we could read together. That'd be pretty cute. I'm gonna go now. Hello, hello. It has been a minute, but I am outside, as you can see, and I'm waiting on my mom to come pick me up so then we can go to dinner. I'm talking to myself and my neighbor is outside across the street. I really want boba, so I'm gonna ask my mom if we can go get boba first. I asked her if she wanted to do a face mask with me, like I mentioned earlier, because that was one of the suggestions, and I realized that I also did one of the other suggestions without even picking up on it at the time, because a suggestion was to call off work, which I kind of did. I mean, I didn't really, but I did. And I slept in, which was another suggestion. I will pop all of those up on the screen as I'm talking about them.
Put a hand over his mouth again and shook his head. Cupped his hands over his ears and shook his head.
That walk up on Christopher Street.
I've never looked better.
Being away from your parents.
I'm like Edward Cullen, my full and true form.
That's a futon fit for a fool. I'm gonna replace it, but with a couch.
It smells like if all the food we spilled on it had a war with all the butts that sat on it.
Hello, it is April 14th, so it's the day before my birthday. I woke up at 1:47 in the afternoon. Like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me. Now I feel groggy and kind of really unproductive, which is fine, I guess, but at the same time, like, I need to do something. So I think I'm gonna go for a little stroll today. The amount of time I'm gonna spend strolling through the neighborhood, that sounds frolicking through the neighborhood, is the amount of time that it takes for me to finish my audiobook, and I think I have about 40 minutes left, so I'm gonna take a 40-minute walk. I would like to finish Insomnia today also, because we start after tomorrow. Hopefully there's a good turnout. Hopefully people are excited to read it with us. No, I do not think it's gonna be peak literature. It'll be a fun conversation and fun memories to look back on. I'm going to go on my walk now. Home now. I listened to the last little bit of Barbarian's Prize. It's definitely my least favorite. I give it 3 stars, but it just wasn't my favorite. All the others I've given, so I gave the first one 5 stars, and then the other 3 4 stars. I think I'm going to, tonight I'm just gonna take a bath with like a bath bomb or 2, and then read Insomnia while I'm in the bath.
See, I'm just a little confused about what I feel. I think it'd be awkward in school if something happened with us.
No one would have to know.
Oh my god!
You kept me like a secret, but I kept it.
Oh my god!
That was nice.
Nice.
What are you laughing for?
Nothing.
It's my birthday! I haven't updated today at all. Oh, and I have some balloons. And I wore this around my happy birthday necklace. I'm trying to look at it in the viewfinder. Happy birthday necklace all day. And yeah, it was very different from last year because I had just started working here, I think a week or 2 before my birthday last year. And obviously I was new, so like not a lot of people even knew my name, let alone my birthday. And you know, I just got super salty when nobody wished me a happy birthday on my birthday. But like, how are people supposed to know when my birthday is if I don't say it's my birthday? So this time I was like, I'm gonna show up with a necklace on that says happy birthday. I've got my Bob's Burgers shirt on. It's just a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, and I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm protecting myself for my reputation.
I tried a new hairstyle. I don't know if it's the vibe or not. I kind of like it, even though I kind of look like in the Princess Diaries, you know, where they're doing all the different hairstyles on her to see what looks best, and they're talking about the one that looks like makes her look like a moose, make all the boy moose go wah, you know. That iconic scene. That's kind of what I feel like right now, but at the same time I kind of love it. So again, with the peace sign, I need to stop.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Okay.
Nice.
Start a channel for that, bitch. She says, I don't even
Wait, let's
bother
see if we
taking...
highlighted the same thing.
Yeah, I don't even bother taking my shoes off before I lie in bed. Red flag.
Disgusting.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Literally.
It's her own bed.
Yeah, I was like, she's tired. You know, it's her own.
What?
No, I
Get
don't
your
think
Crocs
so.
out of my bed.
Yeah, no, it's still gross.
Guys, we have to sing the Sarah before it turns.
Oh yes, before it's midnight.
Let's do it!
Oh god.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Woo! And many